All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Christmas might have come 2 months late for the New York Rangers, but better late than never. Today, the Rangers acquired right winger Patrick Kane from the Chicago Blackhawks in a move that definitely boosts the chances of the Blue Shirts in regards to winning the Stanley Cup. In Kane, the Rangers are getting one of the most prolific scorers, goal scorers of this era, as he has 446 career goals to his credit. And in his time with the Blackhawks, that was third all time in franchise history. The Rangers are also getting a player in Kane who knows how to get it done in the crunch, as he helped Chicago win a trio of Stanley Cup championships during his time there. In 2013, he took home the Conn Smythe as the MVP of the playoffs. And then in 2016, he took home the Hart Trophy as the MVP of the league during the regular season. Now, you look at this Rangers team, they're currently sixth in the Eastern Conference. And the Rangers, even before this, had the ability to hold their own with just about anybody in the East come postseason time. But this right here, obviously, is a move with an eye towards the postseason. You think back to last year for New York, they were up 2-0 on Tampa Bay in the Eastern Conference Finals. Looked like they had an opportunity to go up 3-0, and then things just fell apart. The Rangers would lose the next four, and of course, the rest is history. This Rangers team not only feels like they're good enough to get back that to that point, they feel like they're good enough to get past that. And getting a guy like Kane definitely gives you that boost that you need come playoff time. Now, New York's goals per game average so far this season is 11th in the National Hockey League, and that's definitely going to take a boost right now with Kane joining the likes of Artemi Panarin in New York, his former teammate in Chicago, Mika Zibanejad, and Chris Kreider, just to name a few of the top players that the Rangers have on their team right now. And on the flip side for the Blackhawks, obviously this is not the team that it was during the past decade when they were winning Stanley Cup championships and they were in consistent contention for the Stanley Cup title as well. You kind of figured that they were in rebuild mode before. This right here definitely seals it, as you're talking about one of the top players in this franchise's illustrious history. And of course, when you're the Blackhawks, when you trade a guy like Kane, you're looking to get back picks, which they did from the Rangers in this deal. So if you're a Rangers fan, credit to General Manager Chris Drury for getting this done. And you've got Gerard Gallant leading this team on the ice. And of course, come tomorrow night when the Rangers are in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers, all eyes will be on Patrick Kane. This is a move right here that will definitely excite the fan base of the Rangers because you have a very passionate fan base out there in New York. They take it very serious with their club. They're very loyal. And you think about it, New York is a place where you want to see stars, and Patrick Kane is definitely a star in the National Hockey League. I don't think he's going to be phased by playing in New York under the bright lights because he did it in Chicago, and Chicago is one of the biggest media markets in the country. You go from one original six franchise to another with another fan base that is definitely going to be looking for you to help them win a Stanley Cup. So I don't think he's going to be phased by the moment, but I definitely think this is a spark to the Rangers fan base that is already, very hyped up. But then on top of that, I think this is a spark to this team. And regardless of the sport, you can always see a move that's done either prior to the trade deadline or in the off season that kind of gets the juices flowing for a team. And now, just prior to the trade deadline, the Rangers were able to execute this move. It had been in the works, it had been off and on. You didn't know if it was going to happen, but it ultimately did. We also saw the Rangers get a guy like Vladimir Tarasenko from the St. Louis Blues earlier um, this month as well. So right now, obviously, the Rangers are all in, trying to get Lord Stanley's Cup back to the Garden. Patrick Kane is definitely a guy that they needed. And of course, this will really, I think we'll really see how this works out for both Kane and the Rangers come playoff time. Now he's got the opportunity to get his footing with his new club in a couple of games before the playoffs start. And then, of course, once the playoffs begin, it's going to be game on. But nonetheless, Patrick Kane has a new hockey home tonight as he's going from the Windy City to the Big Apple. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I am signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.